President Trump putting his name on several executive orders just a short time ago aimed at helping millions of Americans who've been plunged into financial trouble by the coronavirus pandemic. It was part signing ceremony, part campaign rally. It happened at his New Jersey Gulf resort. The president railing against China, congressional Democrats, and his presumptive opponent for the White House, Joe Biden. Also accusing Democrats of steering pandemic relief money into political projects and trying, in the president's words, to, quote, steal the election. Well, as for the actual executive orders the president signed, they target the sticky issue of enhanced unemployment benefits and a dollar amount that Democrats and Republicans couldn't agree upon. The three other orders are designed to take the pressure off of Americans who are dealing with the financial impact, which is now, of course, this pandemic now entering its sixth month. I want to bring in now CNN's Kristen Holmes and fact checker Daniel Dale. Kristen, you were at that press conference. There was a lot of politicking. There was a lot of campaign rallying. Talk to us about the substance, though, of these executive orders signed by the president.
Well, Erica, there were 4 executive orders, and I'm going to start with the most straightforward, and then we can kind of get into the weeds on the other two. He deferred student loan debts, which will be a big deal, and he also extended that eviction moratorium through executive order. So both of those are very substantial, and that will help a lot of people. Now, the other two are a little bit more complex. He had a payroll tax holiday for Americans earning less than $100,000 a year, but it's incredibly convoluted and hard to understand exactly how it's going to work. President Trump said this was going to go back in time, so it's going to actually start in August, retroactive, and go through December. It's unclear whether or not people are going to have to pay this back. President Trump essentially said that if he is elected into office, that he will dissolve them having to pay this back. But there's still a big question there as to what exactly that means. The other one, it was this $400 in enhanced unemployment benefits. The reason why this is a little bit complex and convoluted is that it's actually only $300 of federal money. They are asking the states to pay 25%, so that extra $100. And I have to tell you, I got off the phone with one state official immediately after this announcement who laughed when I told him about the announcement and said, we just don't have that money. We've been asking for federal help now. And of course, this is something we have heard from many states, that they need federal assistance. Remember, that's one of the big sticking points here. Democrats asking for that assistance for state and local government. So it's unclear whether or not or which states are going to be able to actually pay that extra $100, Erica.
All right. So, yeah, a number of things that we need to clarify there in response to those executive orders. Daniel, what stood out to you? We were watching this together earlier. I know there were at least a few points that deserve a fact check.
There was a lot of lying, frankly, and it was about Democrats. For example, the president claimed that even Democrats support a payroll tax cut. They don't. That's just wrong. He claimed that Democrats did not want to do anything to help with eviction. Democrats wanted to continue that eviction moratorium and had proposed rental assistance for tenants. He claimed that Democrats were trying to use their House relief bill to try to steal the election. That's just baseless nonsense. He claimed that that House bill tried to mandate states to use universal mail-in voting. That's not true. It simply provided additional funding for states to run their elections. And the president also denied something that he said yesterday on camera. He was reminded that he had predicted facing legal action, legal challenges over these executive orders. And he said, I didn't say that, but he said it. And this keeps happening again and again. The president says something for all of us to see on camera, on television, and then when it's inconvenient for him, he denies that it ever happened.